Well, now you've seen me in the flesh now. I think I did a video before when I kid us. And I know a lot of you haven't seen me before. Most of the time you see my hands, but you can see that's probably my better side. But the reason I wanted to talk to you for a minute is when I first started out doing this carving for YouTube, and now for Wood Carving Illustrated has some of my videos on it. I thought that, you know, I'd just do a few, and I never thought I would get the response I did. And now with over 300 subscribers and over 21,000 people have looked at the videos, and I get letters all the time. I mean, from people all over the world. I've had them from Russia. I've had them from, I mean, it's all over the world. I get them from people that want to learn to carve, want to do those things. And I think the wonderful thing about it is that I realize there's a severe hunger out there for people to want to learn something, to want to understand, learn a craft or something like that, because I think we passed an age of when young people have so many things today, they don't work with their hands all that much. Years ago, when I was a young man, my father used to build boats, and you had to work with your hands in order to exist. But now when the computer age came in, and that's all a good thing, I'm saying, but we've lost as a society the ability to work with our hands. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because I think there is a wide field of people that would love to sort of go back to the simple things, and even with the economy we have now, we may have to go back to more simple things. But simple things are working with their hands. And the response has been so great for me that I want to challenge a lot of you. I'm not the only teacher and carver out there. I know that. And I've seen a lot of wonderful videos on YouTube and elsewhere. But there is a severe lack of videos also of carving and of people. And if you don't necessarily carve, but if you have some talent as a craft or something like that, I want to encourage you to use it, because I never dreamed in my life the number of people out there that are hungry for this. And I say, well, 300 subscribers out of that many people, that's not a whole lot of people. But if you see the letters I get, and a lot of them are not subscribers, but just letters from people all over, just with a hunger to learn something, to learn a craft. And I don't think they teach it in school anymore, and they don't do things like that like we were taught in school. But I'm not reminiscing about old times, because things are nice today. But I will say this, that I want to challenge everyone out there that watches these videos. And I know a lot of you that watches are much better carvers than I am, and much better teachers than I am. And with a simple digital camera, that's what I started out with, and that's all I've had, you can do the same thing. And I'm sorry to say that, and I know I look around on a lot of things on YouTube, and it's a wonderful website. It gives people the ability to say things and do things. But there's a lot of people I know out there that make a lot of YouTube videos that I'm not going to say are useless, but I know that these people probably have talents they could share with the world, and they should. You know, I mean, there is a hunger today for people to learn. I really believe that, because I never thought it, but something as simple as whittling and working with a knife and stuff like that, to have this kind of response, I realize there are people out there who really want it bad. And that's why I believe that you who that watch these videos and others have a talent that you can share with people. And with a simple digital camera and a tripod or whatever, that's all I use, in a place to do it, I encourage you to use your talent for the people and make videos for YouTube. God has given me the ability to learn to carve, but that's only one thing. There are so many crafts, there are so many arts, there are so many things, and I commend all the people that have worked hard to help others learn. And like I said, this is a great website. But just myself, sometimes I can't answer all the letters, and I'm sorry that I can't do that. But just myself, I know there are other carvers. I know there are people, there are clubs that can start videos and help one another. And I just encourage you of that. I really do. Because the field is very large for people that want to use and want to do something in their life. And carving gives people, I think a lot of people just want something, especially younger people. And I know you say, well, I know this is all older people, but I hear from younger people all the time. So they would just like to learn something. And it is out there. And I'm not saying our school systems have failed us in this, but I think people are just not being taught a lot of things anymore. And if we have to go back to simpler times a little bit to feel like we're accomplishing something, then let's do it in such a way. But there are young people that write me and say, I've never even heard of whittling. I've never heard of carving. This is the first time in my life I've ever seen such a thing. And that's sad, because it's an art that is a wonderful art, and I don't want it to get lost more than anything in the world. And the best way for it not to get lost is to teach people. And we don't have to be great carvers. The one other thing about whittling and carving, you don't have to be a great carver. You can be a mediocre carver. You can be never go a long way in it.